Jon Jones has been receiving a ton of fan backlash after stating that he will not fight Tom Aspinall after his fight with Stipe Miocic. Jones told the New York Post that he finds Tom Aspinall annoying and that a fight with Tom would do nothing for his legacy.
The specter of Tom Aspinall is what's going to make you say, you know what, I actually want this fight?
Really nothing. You know, I find him annoying. And, you know, I've been here for so long. He just got to the UFC not too long ago. If he wanted to fight me, he could have been here. I was like, where have you been all this time? At the end of the day, he has no real standout legacy. I think the only guy he beat was Andrei Arlovski, and Andrei was very old at the time. So it's just like, he really has nothing to that entices me, nothing. He reminds me of a bunch of other up-and-comers that I fought that it does nothing for my legacy, like really nothing. Pereira though, that's somebody that interests me. Well, this guy is a champion killer like myself. That type of stuff entices me.
Jon Jones went live on Instagram during training today and fired back at those calling him out for ducking.
I see quite a few people in here calling me a duck. I'm a duck. Call me a duck. Call me a chicken. Call me a goat. Call me a dog. I'm not in high school anymore, guys. A grown man out here chasing his dreams. It's funny that we really live in a world where being called a duck should affect me. Guys, come on.
Michael Bisping believes Jon Jones should be stripped of his title if he refuses to fight Tom Aspinall. Bisping said on his YouTube channel that Jon Jones ignoring Tom Aspinall and going to fight Alex Pereira would tarnish Jon Jones's legacy.
And if he refuses to fight Tom Aspinall next, then we got to start having a serious conversation as to whether or not this man should be stripped. Jon is the undisputed champion of the world. Tom is the interim champion. This is how it works. They face one another. He's calling out Alex Pereira for a legacy fight when one man has the legitimate right to call himself the interim heavyweight champion of the world, walk around with the belt on his shoulder, and defending the interim champion as well. What I'm saying is sounds crazy. I'm not saying this as a Jon Jones hater, but if this was boxing, Jon Jones would be stripped. That's a fact. If Jon Jones refuses to fight Tom Aspinall, then this is just some craziness, okay? And it will tarnish his legacy.
Daniel Cormier believes that Jon Jones is not afraid of fighting Tom Aspinall. Cormier said on his YouTube channel that he believes Jones is publicly negotiating with the UFC about Tom Aspinall.
Now, would a Pereira-Jones pay-per-view sell more than Tom Aspinall? Absolutely. So financially, he does have a point. But at the end of the day, you have the heavyweight champion who's weighing in New York. Tom Aspinall is weighing in New York City as a backup fighter. And I don't doubt for 1 second that if anything happens, neither one of those guys will step in the octagon with Tom Aspinall. Now, Jon maybe just negotiating publicly. I'm not doing it. UFC comes up and goes, we'll give you $10 million to do it. He goes, okay. We don't know that. But like I said, it's not because of fear. I would believe that he's negotiating publicly, trying to get more money, make UFC go, I need this fight because you guys want it so bad, and they give him a number that he can't refuse.
Tom Aspinall has officially fired back at Jon Jones after his recent comments. On Instagram, Aspinall uploaded a montage of his career accomplishments in direct response to Jon Jones calling him a nobody.
I feel like Tom Aspinall is, I don't want to say nobody, but he just hasn't proven anything. He hasn't done anything.
But a big question about Jon Jones is whether he'll retire or not after the Stipe Miocic fight. Jones said earlier this week on the Fast One show that it all depends on how he performs against Stipe. We'll decide whether or not he'll continue fighting.
Is this it, or is there more? We got your supposed last fight is coming up in under a month here.
Yeah, you know, I feel like whether I retire or not will depend on this next performance. One of my main goals is to make it look really easy, and if I can accomplish that, then curiosity will keep me in the game, just to see how far we can take this thing. But at the same time, I'm really happy with the career. It's been unbelievable, truly unbelievable. I work on looking in the mirror and saying to myself that I am enough, that I've accomplished enough, and that I don't really have anything else to prove. Sometimes we can get caught up at work and just always needing more and more and more. And I'm really learning. I'm in the process of teaching myself to be proud of what I've already done and the man that I've become.
In the main event of tonight's card, Carlos Prates knocked out Neil Magny in the first round at the UFC Apex. After the fight, Prates called out Jack Della Maddalena for the Australia card next year in February. On the UFC post-fight show, Prates spoke with Kamaru Usman and potentially leaked UFC's plans for Usman's next fight.
Of course, I would like to fight against Jake Della Maddalena, but I heard something like UFC want to do Kamaru Usman against him. But also, after that, I heard about also Kamaru Usman would fight against Shavkat. So I don't know. I don't know. But if he fight Shavkat, probably he don't gonna fight in February.
Right.
So I'm here, and if Jack Maddalena agree, I would be really happy. Brazilian guy come to enemies camp and fight there. But also I think another good option would be Jeff New.
Yeah. Usman was also asked on the same show if he's filling in on short notice to fight Shavkat Rakhmonov in December. Here's how Usman responded.
Are you a welterweight or a middleweight?
I'm a tweener. I fight money weight. Let's just say that. I fight money weight. So it doesn't matter. I can do welterweight. You see it. I went up to middleweight. I can do middleweight. So who knows?
All right. There may potentially be a money weight fight in December, though, maybe.
What? I mean, you see how y'all trying to do me? You trying to slide that in there?
I mean,
we'll see. I don't know.